Good evening, everyone. Today is Thursday, August 21st. I am Trippy Congo, President of Wilmington City Council. On behalf of all of my colleagues here on council, we want to thank you for joining us, everyone who is with us virtually and everyone who is online. We are going to begin with an opening prayer by Marilena Rivera.
Heavenly Father, we have assembled to handle the affairs of our city. As we do so, we ask for your guidance and understanding. We pray that our city reaches a place of peace and safety. Keep us out of harm's way and bless those who are in authority. Let respect be key in all our endeavors. Padre Celestial, nos hemos reunido para manejar los asuntos de nuestra ciudad. Al hacerlo, le pedimos su orientación y comprensión. Oramos para que nuestra ciudad alcance un lugar de paz y seguridad que nos mantenga fuera del peligro y bendecir a los que están en autoridad. Que el respeto sea clave en todos nuestros esfuerzos. Amén.
Amen. We would like to have a moment of silence for former Governor Michael N. Castle, who passed away last week. At this time, we will recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Owens,
Present.
Councilwoman Darby, Councilwoman Oliver, Councilwoman Harley,
Present.
Councilwoman Willauer,
Present.
Councilwoman McCoy,
Here.
Councilman Johnson,
Here.
Councilman Field, Councilwoman Bracy,
Here.
Councilwoman Cabrera, Councilman Hackett,
Here.
Councilman Spadola, 8 present and 5 absent.
Thank you. Council members Field, Darby, and Oliver did ask to be excused this evening. Also, for anyone who is in council chambers who wants to give public comment, there is still time to sign up. And for those of you who are joining online, there's a Google form. There's a sign-up link in the chat. We're going to have the reading of the minutes from our previous meeting.
July 10th, 2025, City Council met in regular session with remote participation on the above date at 6:31 p.m. Councilmember Harley called the meeting to order as President Ernest.
I move that the minutes be accepted as written.
Second.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second. The minutes be accepted as written. On the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried. We'll have our city treasurer's report.
August 21st, 2025, total investments $517,019,993.45. Total cash on hand $16,213,973.13. Grand total $533,233,966.58. Submitted City Treasurer Dwayne Sims.
I move that the report be received, recorded, and filed.
Second.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second. The report be received, recorded, and filed. On the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried. I'll accept the motion to move to accept all non-legislative business.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second to accept all non-legislative business. On the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. I am going to go to Council Member McCoy, I believe.
Yes.
All right.
And if I can have our interns meet me at the podium, are they here?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now, I do want to state that this seems to be our second set of interns, as we've actually changed the way we do internship here within the city of Wilmington for city council. I'm glad I've gotten a chance to meet most of these young ladies, get a chance to talk to them. All right, and this resolution actually comes from all the council, so we're very appreciative. Okay. Whereas, in the sense of City Council, to honor individuals and organizations who have demonstrated outstanding achievement and deserve recognition, acknowledgement, Wilmington City Council's interns for the summer of 2025 are such individuals. And whereas today, we proudly recognize and celebrate the exceptional group of interns who have supported the work of the 109th session of the Wilmington City Council during the summer of 2025. These individuals include Kennedy Gardner, Sanaya Gay, Soraya Hawkins, and Marabella Tronkowsko. Okay. And whereas throughout your time here, you brought fresh energy, sharp insights, and a sincere commitment to public service. Whether it was diving into policy research, attending council meetings, engaging with the community, or handling day-to-day tasks that kept local government moving, each of you made a real impact. You weren't just interns, you were active participants in the work that shapes our city. And whereas you take your next steps, that Wilmington is better because of your contributions. And wherever your paths lead, we hope you carry with you the lessons, the memories, and the confidence that you have helped make a difference. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the City of Wilmington that this council is pleased to recognize Wilmington City Council interns for their time, talent, and passion for the service to the City of Wilmington. Job well done. So, I have each. We're gonna make certain we pass out a resolution to each person. Now, I've been told. I want you to know that I've been told there is one large resolution, and I said, "Who gets that one?" And I was told, "Tell them to do rock paper scissors." I didn't know whether or not any of you ladies like to say a few words. Okay. All right.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you to Wilmington City Council. I had such a great summer with everyone, and I learned a lot. And I just want to thank you for the new community that I have here now. And yeah, I really appreciate all the insight and lessons that you guys have allowed me to learn through y'all. So thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sanaya, and I just want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity as I am a graduate of Delaware State, and this was my first step into adulthood. And I just want to say thank you to those who supported me, and a special thank you to Elijah and Yesenia for being there by my side and taking their time with me and being patient with me. And again, thank you.
Hi, I'm Mirabella. I just wanted to say thank you. Really, it's been an amazing experience seeing how things work, especially on a local level. It's really what everybody sees day to day. So I think it's really pivotal that we all kind of get involved. And I also want to give a specific thank you to just Kendra. She was my supervisor this summer and really gave me just a phenomenal experience getting to dive in on just helping Councilman Cabrera with hammock stuff and doing so many other opportunities to actually get my hands in everything and just see how the policy side of it works. So yeah, thank you so much.
No thoughts. Hi, my name is Soraya. I honestly am speechless. I literally have no words. So, and they know I really have no words. So, I just want to thank everyone, the council members, Elijah, Dr. O, for just honestly giving me this opportunity. Like, I had the opportunity to intern under Dr. O, under the Educational Advocacy Department. And when I tell you, it completely changed my life and just how I viewed education within Wilmington as a whole. And I know I'm going to walk away from here just with so many resources, so many people in my corner to literally change lives. So it's invaluable. Thank you.
I would like to ask the family and friends of these young ladies to please stand and be recognized. Councilmember Owens.
Yes, I just want to say congratulations. Thank you for all the hard work that y'all did, and good luck on whatever your next steps are.
Thank you.
Councilmember Hackett.
I keep it short tonight. I'm just going to say congratulations and go Hornets.
All right, thank you, ladies. Councilmember Cabrera.
I just want to say thank you for your service, because I know that the staff really appreciates having you and doing the research and those things that take so much time away from our office staff. And you're just delightful to have up there, and I hear them speaking so highly of you and the others that have come before you. I wish you the best of luck as you go into the future. And don't forget us. You're always welcome to come back and help us out again. Thank you. And that hammock park will eventually come to fruition.
I'd like to recognize Council members Spadola and Cabrera. Councilmember Cabrera.
Hello, everyone. I would like to invite the esteemed Reverend Wilmore and his lovely wife Bernice to come up as we are recognizing Mr. Wilmore, which is long overdue. Reverend Wilmore has been a staple in our community in so many places. Long before we had people of color working in media in prominent positions, Reverend Wilmore was working on radio, television. Many of you remember him from Channel 12. I remember his service here with Mayor Sills when we both had the honor to work with Mayor Sills at the same time. And aside from his communications career, he went on to fulfill a dream, and that is to be an actor. So he's been performing throughout. We will mention that in the resolution, but also wanted to add that all of this was going on while he has been a minister and has had a church. And of course, besides every good man who has accomplished things, there has been a woman to help him along the way. So this recognition is for you as well, Bernice, for putting up with him mostly, I think, if anything. So at this time, it is my honor to recognize Reverend Wilmore. Whereas it is the sense of City Council to honor individuals and organizations who have demonstrated outstanding achievement and deserving of recognition and acknowledgement, Bishop William Bryant Wilmore Jr. is one such individual. And whereas Bishop Wilmore is a proud Delaware native, he graduated and served as class president for the Newark High School class of 1972. Bishop Wilmore, or Bill as he is affectionately known, went on to attend Delaware State University in Dover. He also holds a Master of Divinity as well as a doctorate in theology. And whereas Bill is an accomplished news anchor and producer who has won dozens of Associated Press awards for excellence in news reporting and journalism, throughout the 1980s, he, along with his WDEL co-anchor Bill Hartman, were the first voice to greet Delawareans each morning. He also held positions at Philadelphia's WPEN and WHYY TV-Channel 12. Before accepting an appointment as press secretary for the Honorable James H. Sills Jr., Wilmington's first African-American mayor. And whereas as a member of SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, Bishop Wilmore is a versatile, highly acclaimed actor. He has held principal roles in more than 100 theatrical productions and appeared in several Hollywood feature films. In his most recent role, he played the Honorable Judge William E. Henry, in the off-Broadway show Justice on Trial. The play incorporates the testimony of historical figures like Harriet Tubman, Emmett Till, and W.E. Webb Du Bois, and in a thought-provoking interrogation of the effects of systemic racism. And whereas Bishop Wilmore has served as senior pastor of New Galilee Baptist Church for nearly 4 decades, he is prelate of Firehouse Ministries International and has dedicated 20 years to serving as chaplain for the Delaware State Police, where he holds the rank of captain. Whereas Bishop Wilmore is a devoted husband to Mrs. Bernadette Lane Wilmore, a loving father to William B. Wilmore III, Elisa Word, and Christina Campbell, and a doting grandfather to Winter and Waden. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the City of Wilmington that this council is pleased to recognize Bishop William Bryant Wilmore, Jr. for his achievements and longstanding service to the City of Wilmington. Job well done. I will have Bishop, not Reverend, I apologize, I'll correct myself there, say a few words, and any of the family that would like to join him, and of course the wife. Thank you.
Well, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Thank you, Councilwoman Cabrera, for this honor. I never thought that anything like this would ever happen in my career. 38 years ago, on Thursday nights, I would sit at that table, this table, with my colleagues and cover the Wilmington City Council meetings for WDEL. It was a challenging time for me because I would have to come here to the council meeting and do what I had to do and then rush back to the station and get the stories on the air and then rush home so I could be back at 4:30 a.m. to anchor the AM news with Bill Harleman. It's been a fairy tale career down through the years. I'm excited to see some fellow Hornets here tonight, and bless you all. I could not have done any of this without the grace of God, first of all, and thank you very much, Councilperson Cabrera. I have my family here, my sons, Brian and Will, Willie III, I call him, William III, and my daughter-in-law and my sisters and one of my grandchildren, all those folks that came with me, my little brother Frankie and all those other people. Would you all stand, please, members of the church? Thank you so much for coming tonight. Appreciate it. And someone once said to me years ago, find something that you love to do and you'll never have to work a day in your life. That was my case. And now that I'm retired, 100 and some pounds heavier, and a lot of gray hair, it's still a joy to serve people. And thank you so much. And finally, I just want to take this moment to finally announce my candidacy for Wilmington City Council President. Trippy and I have been friends a long time. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much. God bless you.
Councilmember Spadola.
Thank you, Council President. Thank you, Councilmember Cabrera, for this great recognition of a power couple, my neighbors. It's great to see you. And the resolution said it all, but I just want to say, Mr. Wilmore, in addition to everything she said, I've always appreciated both you and your wife, your positivity and the way you approach your business and your continued work in Brandywine Village and keeping Jim Shanahan in line. So thank you. Thank you both.
Councilmember Harley.
Yes, thank you, Mr.
Yes.
President.
Yes.
I just want to say congratulations to Bishop Wilmore on his accomplishments, primarily in the radio industry, as well as in the creative arts, and also for his service in terms of ministry and the church and all that he has done in the community and for the city of Wilmington. And again, I just wanted to say congratulations and God bless you, Pastor. Thank you.
I also want to say congratulations, Bishop. Your family and my family go back for years, so you guys are like family. And not too many people know, but Bishop and I once had a competition. It was for the best voice. And as you know, I won. He came in second place, and he has never forgiven me for that. So maybe we might have a rematch one day, Bishop, and see if you can squeak it out this time. But I know that you definitely have the best voice in the city of Wilmington. Whether you are preaching, singing, or just talking, people just hear your voice, and I'm sure Miss Bernice can attest to this. They just kind of fall in love with you. So congratulations again. Hey, Miss Bernice, she has to be nice to me tonight. Don't give her the mic. But congratulations, and we love you. Councilmember Spadola.
Good evening, everybody. I'm James Spadola, City Council at Large. Good to see you all. Could Jane Vincent and her husband please join me up front? So it is my privilege tonight to recognize Jane Vincent. If you've done any work in housing whatsoever over the past 20 years, you have undoubtedly crossed paths with Jane Vincent, or someone told you should reach out to Jane Vincent. And once you speak with her, you know why people said that. One, from her resume here, she's done the trifecta of government in terms of at the city, at the county, and at the federal level. She was appointed by President Obama to be the regional director of HUD. And the experience and knowledge that she was always willing to impart on anybody who would ask, such as somebody like myself, when as a young buck he joined the Wilmington Housing Authority Board with Jane. I think we both joined at the same time in 2017. It was a great experience. But it's just been a privilege to know you, Jane, and as your chair of the Housing Authority Board comes to an end, which I think it was supposed to come to an end in 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and your husband finally won out, and you're off. You're leaving the board, and the citizens of Wilmington will not be better off for it, as you know, but they are better off for your years of service, and the county as well. So I will read this verbatim, but I just wanted to give you those remarks and background. Whereas it is a sense of City Council to honor individuals and organizations who have demonstrated outstanding achievement and deserving of recognition and acknowledgement, Jane Vincent is one such individual. And whereas Jane has demonstrated excellence as chairperson of the Wilmington Housing Authority Board of Commissioners, her exceptional managerial skills and leadership have not only advanced the WHA mission of providing well-maintained, decent, and safe housing, but also contributed to building safe, stable communities throughout the city of Wilmington. And whereas during her tenure at WHA, Ms. Vincent has leveraged more than 4 decades of expertise in real estate, affordable housing, and public service to impact the lives of countless people, Jane earned her undergraduate degree in Spanish and psychology and an MPA from the University of Delaware. She also holds the designation of Chartered Advisor in Philanthropy from the Richard D. Irwin Graduate School of the American College in Bryn Mawr. In 2010, she was appointed by then-President Barack Obama as HUD Regional Administrator for Region 3, the Mid-Atlantic region that includes Delaware. She has devoted countless time to meeting community needs in a variety of capacities, including her retirement job, which was President of Delaware Public Media, Senior Vice President for Development for DCF Real Estate, and City of Wilmington's Department of Real Estate and Housing, and Acting Chief Program Development for Newcastle County. And as Ms. Vincent transitions from her role as chairperson of WHA, hopefully to retirement, is that official? We wish her success. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the City of Wilmington that this council is pleased to commend Jane Vincent for her steadfast commitment to the City of Wilmington. Job well done.
President and members of City Council and Mr. Spadola, thank you very much. I was really taken aback and surprised when Mr. Spadola indicated that I would be getting this honor. I never in a million years believed that, I never even considered it, to tell you the truth. And when Councilwoman Cabrera brought up Mr. Wilmore, we served together under Jim Sills. I think about a number of people who have been very special in my career. Jim Sills was one of them. My first job with Newcastle County was at the hand of Jim Gilliam Sr., and I feel like between those two folks, I really got a great leg up. It has, the career has been my honor and my pleasure, and as I do retire, and I'm coming pretty close, Andy, pretty close, I did get to finish out my career in housing at the Wilmington Housing Authority, following, by the way, the footsteps of Mr. Spadola, who also served as chair there. And I want to thank Ray and Sandy for being here. The Wilmington Housing Authority has great staff who are really dedicated public servants, and they have a big job to do. Yes, the job of the Wilmington Housing Authority is to provide decent, safe, sanitary, and affordable housing, but the role of the Wilmington Housing Authority, given that it's the largest landlord in the city, but it is really so much more than a landlord. The job isn't just providing housing, it's providing all sorts of services, and it was indeed my honor to be there as chair for several years. Thank you very much.
Councilwoman Cabrera.
Bueno, como hablas español, lo voy a decir en español.
No más.
Felicitaciones. It was definitely a privilege and an honor to serve with you, Jane, under Mayor Sills, and we thank you for everything that you've done in housing, as that has become my passion as well, with neighborhood stabilization and making sure that people do have safe and adequate and affordable housing. We thank you for your years of service. I'm proud to call you a friend. You're a great campaigner as well. So thank you, Councilman Spadola, Mr. Spadola, for this recognition. And I know you're not going far, and you will always have your hands in something, but thank you so much for your years of service, and most importantly for being mi amiga.
Muchas gracias.
Councilmember Willauer.
So I just wanted to also say congratulations. And as one of those people who came in the housing field and was told to go and talk to you, I just want to thank you for, your mentorship, for sharing what you know, and for your commitment to making sure that people have access to safe, affordable housing, and doing that in your own work, but also mentoring other people. So sharing and building the field. So I really appreciate everything that you've done. And, I do hope you get a chance to enjoy your retirement.
Councilmember Harley.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I too want to just say thank you to Ms. Vincent for her service in the housing industry for 40 plus years. Listening at your many roles and positions that you've held in that space, and especially I just heard how you have been a part of leadership, which I know it was not easy. I just wanted to say congratulations. Of course, I didn't know that you held that many positions, and like I said, being in a leadership position is not easy. 40 plus years is well deserved. So thank you to Councilmember Spadola and also to Councilmember Cabrera for these two recognitions. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. And in the way of other recognitions, Councilwoman Cabrera would like to recognize the Nemours Children's Hospital on their Breastfeeding Awareness Month celebration. Councilmember Harley would like to recognize the Judy Johnson in tribute to the Negro League Night for 2025. Councilmember Owens recognized the One Village Alliance, their 15th anniversary, and Freedom Center ribbon cutting. And he also recognized Nia Pulliam, Division II Conference Commissioner Association All-Atlantic Region First Team. And as far as sympathy resolutions from all of council, Jennifer Marie Bungie Roberts, our former colleague from Councilmember Cabrera, a sympathy resolution for the Honorable Carolyn Cook McCarthy, the former representative for New York's 4th Congressional District, Councilmember Harley Wanda G. Taylor, Councilmember McCoy, Milton Jerome Bailey, and Doris Janet Murphy, Councilmember Oliver, Thalbert Bud Finney, Mildred Redmond, Dr. Bernard Allen Pinkett, Norman S. Wilkerson, Charles Larry Taylor, Dwayne Robert Boyd, and Marlene Holloway Dryden. And from Councilmember Spadola, sympathy resolutions for Raymond Fermani and Melissa Young. Okay, from Councilmember Owens, Ms. Dryden. Marlene, thank you. Councilmember Owens recognized a sympathy resolution for his cousin, Marlene Holloway Dryden. Thank you, Kira. At this time, we will go to public comment. Just as a final reminder, there is a Google Form sign-up link in the chat. Your time frame is 3 minutes. I will give you a friendly heads up when you have 30 seconds left. If you do live in the city of Wilmington, you can also mention what district you live in, but you do not have to. Please watch your step once you come to the podium for those who are in council chambers. First, we have Deacon Earl Tate. Thank you for joining us, Deacon.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Deacon Earl E. Tate, who's never late because he don't want to lose his pair of roller skates. And I'm here to say next week the kids will be going back to school, and they have so much to do and such little time to do it in. Plus they had so much cut out for them in the education line because the one that is in office now and in charge of the educational department. I don't know that much about education because we ought to check in and make sure our kids be educated right and make sure they receive the right type of education, not only in school but at home also, because we have so much to offer our kids so that they can look ahead with pride and with the joy and excitement of moving up a little higher and higher. But many of the people who we put in office are just sitting down with their hands folded and not saying nothing. We had some that are not afraid to speak up, and that's the reason why we put you in office, in office like the Senate and the congressmen and everything to speak up for us, to represent us, and not us represent you. So it's up to us to make sure that we get the right type of people in office and make sure that they stand up and represent us because we didn't work so hard to get where we are now. And I'm gonna say that have a nice August Courtly Day and all.
Thank you. Tony Dunn.
Tony Dunn, 2500 Civic Association, 2nd District, President. I want to first thank President of City Council for allowing me this opportunity in City Council. Over the weekend, I was able to have a ceremony for Beaches Triangle Park. The permanent plaque was placed in, along with the sign. I hope all City Council will get a chance to go over and look at it. The park's been beautified with the help of the city administrating office as well as council members. I want to give a shout out to Councilwoman Cabrera. She really helped. She brought knowledge and history to our district. I like that because I like when I see city councilmen and women look beyond their borders. It is important that we become transparent in our city. And this is something that really touched me to see Councilwoman Cabrera reach out like she did. And I know that some wanted to make it, but they couldn't make it because of the time. We had to change the time. But the most important thing I'm here today for, I am an activist. I'm not an activist just in the 2nd District. I'm a Wilmingtonian. I've been in Wilmington all my life. I may one day reach your district with a complaint from one of your constituents. If they come to me with a complaint, I will address it. I didn't appreciate a council member calling me a troublemaker. I'm not a troublemaker. I like solutions. And when someone from your district comes to me, it's only because they're not getting through to you. So I would hope that those kind of remarks, when I come to your district, is not made in front of your constituents. I won't mention any names. I won't mention the council person, but they know who they are. For the record, if you want me to be a troublemaker, don't do what you're supposed to do in your district, and I'll probably be one that you will be facing. Thank you.
Thank you. And virtually we have Jason Swolecki. Okay. It seems that he's not in the chat anymore. So that does conclude our public comment. We do want to thank everyone who spoke. Again, everyone is always welcome to come and give public comment at any of our meetings, our committee meetings, and our official council meetings. At this time, we will move to legislative business. Council Member Harley.
Yes, Mr. President. I have 6 ordinances to present and call for the first and second reading. The first one is item agenda number 0091.
Ordinance number 25-038, agenda number 0091. An ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bond, wastewater treatment plant substation number 3 replacement project, Series A of 2025 WPCRF, in order to provide the funds necessary for the replacement of substation number 3 at the city's wastewater treatment plant, number 2, a new duct bank, number 3, conductors, 4, fiber optic cables. 5, new motor control centers. 6, the replacement of TCB power centers number 5 and number 6. And 7, the demolition and disposal of existing power equipment, providing for the sale of the 2025A bond to the Delaware Water Pollution Control Revolving Fund, and authorizing other necessary action.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bond, wastewater treatment plant substation number 3 replacement project, Series A of 2025 WPCRF, in order to provide the funds necessary for 1, the replacement of substation number 3 at the city's wastewater treatment plant, 2, a new duct bank, 3, conductors, 4, fiber optic cables, 5, new motor control centers. 6, the replacement of TCB power centers number 5 and number 6. And 7, the demolition and disposal of existing power equipment, providing for the sale of the 2025A bond to the Delaware Water Pollution Control Revolving Fund, and authorizing other necessary action.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that it be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer it to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and referred to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
Item agenda number 0092.
Ordinance number 25-039, agenda number 0092, an ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bond, digester number 4 rehabilitation project, Series B of the 2025 WPCRF, in order to provide the funds necessary for the rehabilitation of digester number 4 at the city's wastewater treatment plant, including rehabilitation of concrete and civil structures, piping, electrical equipment, foam suppressant equipment, and installation of a new digester cover, providing for the sale of the 2025B bond to the Delaware Water Pollution Control Revolving Fund, and authorizing other necessary action.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bond, digester number 4 rehabilitation project, Series B of the 2025 WPCRF, in order to provide the funds necessary for the rehabilitation of digester number 4 at the city's wastewater treatment plant, including rehabilitation of concrete and civil structures, piping, electrical equipment, foam suppressant equipment, and installation of a new digester cover, providing for the sale of the 2025B bond to the Delaware Water Pollution Control Revolving Fund, and authorizing other necessary action.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that it be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer it to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
Agenda number item 0093.
Ordinance number 25-040, agenda number 0093, an ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bond, primary clarifier number 1 rehabilitation project, Series C of 2025 WPCRF, in order to provide the funds necessary for the rehabilitation of primary clarifier number 1 at the city's wastewater treatment plant, including concrete repairs, rehabilitation of grout bottom, clarifier mechanism, center drive, weirs, baffles, and the walkway, providing for the sale of the 2025 C bond to the Delaware Water Pollution Control Revolving Fund, and authorizing other necessary action.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bond, primary clarifier number 1 rehabilitation project, Series C of 2025 WPCRF, in order to provide the funds necessary for the rehabilitation of primary clarifier number 1 at the city's wastewater treatment plant, including concrete repairs, rehabilitation of grout bottom, clarifier mechanism, center drive, weirs, baffles, and the walkway, providing for the sale of the 2025 C bond to the Delaware Water Pollution Control Revolving Fund, and authorizing other necessary action.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that it be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer it to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer to the Economic Development and Finance Committee.
Agenda number item 0094.
Ordinance number 25-041, agenda number 0094. An ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bond, PFAS Removal Phase 3 project, series of 2025D WSRF, in order to provide the funds necessary for the removal of polyfluoroalkyl substances from the city's water source through design and construction of a new PFAS system transfer pump station, providing for the sale of the 2025 bond to the Delaware Drinking Water State Revolving Fund, and authorizing other necessary action.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bond, PFAS Removal Phase 3 project, series of 2025 DWSRF, in order to provide the funds necessary for the removal of polyfluoroalkyl substances from the city's water source through the design and construction of a new PFAS system transfer pump station, providing for the sale of the 2025 bond to the Delaware Drinking Water State Revolving Fund, and authorizing other necessary action.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that it be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer it to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
Agenda number item 0095.
Ordinance number 25-042, agenda number 0095. An ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bond, lead removal phase 3 project, series A of 2025 DWSRF, in order to provide the funds necessary for the replacement of approximately 4 to 5 miles of old cast iron water main in the city's water distribution system, providing for the sale of the 2025 A bond to the Delaware Drinking Water State Revolving Fund, and authorizing other necessary action.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bond, lead removal phase 3 project, series A of 2025 DWSRF, in order to provide the funds necessary for the replacement of approximately 4 to 5 miles of old cast iron water main in the city's water distribution system, providing for the sale of the 2025 A bond to the Delaware Drinking Water State Revolving Fund, and authorizing other necessary action.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that it be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer it to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
This is my final ordinance, Mr. President. Agenda item number 0096.
Ordinance 25-043, agenda number 0096. An ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bonds in one or more series on a tax-exempt and/or taxable basis in order to provide the funds necessary to, 1, finance various capital projects specified in the city's fiscal year 2024 and 2026 capital budgets, and 2, refund a general obligation bond anticipation note and certain outstanding general obligation bonds of the city, and providing for the sale of the bonds and authorizing other necessary action.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city's general obligation bonds in one or more series on a tax-exempt and/or taxable basis in order to provide the funds necessary to, 1, finance various capital projects specified in the city's fiscal year 2024 and 2026 capital budgets, and 2, refund a general obligation bond anticipation note and certain outstanding general obligation bonds of the city, and providing for the sale of the bonds and authorizing other necessary actions.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that it be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer it to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilmember McCoy.
Mr. President, I have an ordinance to present and call for the first and second reading.
Ordinance number 25-044, agenda number 0088. An ordinance to amend Chapter 34 of the City Code to require landlords provide written notice of tenants' rights in lease.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend Chapter 34 of the City Code to require landlords provide written notice of tenants' rights in lease.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer to the Community Development and Urban Planning Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer to the Community Development and Urban Planning Committee.
I have nothing further.
Thank you. This time we will move to petitions and communications. Councilmember Owens.
Yes, thank you, Council President. Welcome back, everyone. I just want to highlight 3 events that are going on within the next week. At the Wilmington POW, there is senior line dancing classes on Tuesday from 10:30 a.m. to noon. And then on Thursdays, there's senior morning mingle, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Again, that is at the POW. And then this Saturday, you have the North Wilmington Branch Library is having their community yard sale and book sale. And then a book bag giveaway that is also happening at the POW this Saturday as well, to 1 to 4 p.m. That's it.
Thank you. Councilmember Harley.
Oh, yes, Mr. President. I just want to say welcome back, everyone, and I am looking forward to us doing our work and getting to work and doing what is needed for Wilmington residents. But my announcement is to remind everyone regarding August Quarterly. There are a number of services and information leading up to the grand finale, which is Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday, August the 30th, they're going to have the Youth Day Gospel Explosion featuring Melvin Crispell III, A.J. Collier, and the band of Believers, T.J. Wilkins. That's on Saturday. On Sunday, the 31st, which is considered the big quarterly, they're going to be featuring Vicki Winans, Lonnie Hunter, Bria Holly, and a number of artists. And I just want to give out the website for individuals that want more information in terms of the services that they're going to have. And their website is www.augustquarterly.org. And I just want to encourage everyone to come out because, again, we know that this is what a 211-year-old religious festival, one of the oldest in our country, and we want to make sure that we come out and we support it. That's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Wallauer.
Yes, I just want to echo what Councilwoman Harley mentioned with the August Quarterly. The Mother African Union Church is based in the 5th District, and I just want to thank them for all their work, for hosting this for so many years, and thank Councilwoman Harley for making that announcement. That's all I have tonight.
Thank you. Councilwoman McCoy.
Thank you. I actually have just a few announcements. Just wanted to make you aware that it seems like there's going to be a lot happening in the 6th District this weekend. The Fountain of Living Water Church, they're going to be presenting a community fun day on Saturday, August 23rd. That begins at 1 p.m. The location is 1019 Anchorage Street, so that's located within the Browntown community. So I hope that everyone will be able to come out there. They actually usually have a really great time over in that location. The next event is actually same day, but a little later. So when one is ending, another is beginning. This is going to be at the community. I'm sorry, it is the Hedgeville community. We will be having a block party on the 900 block of Elm Street. That is going to be Saturday, August 23rd as well, and it begins at 4 p.m. So that area, we are basically putting together something for the first time in a long time because that area mostly was under construction for some time because of 95, and we're looking to finally do some get those things completed. So before they start tearing up again, we want to make certain that all the community gets a chance to come out and celebrate the last of the renovations. And also, I would like to congratulate Ms. Charlotte Miller Lacey. For her induction into the Delaware Women's Hall of Fame. She has been within the community working hard for the young people in our community as a dean within Park Pathway Academy for some time. That actually translated into a mentor program for I Am My Sister's Keepers, and now she has been running the community center within the 6th District, MSK. So I think that she's been doing great work, and I could not think of any better person to get inducted into the Delaware Women's Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Councilmember Johnson.
I have no matters tonight, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilmember Bracy.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just have one announcement. On Tuesday, August 26th, will be the last Play Streets of the year, and we have transformed Play Streets into an end of summer block party for all of the city's youth. So we want everyone to come out. We're going to have cornhole, street hockey, first tee golf. Cooley will be out there. The Blue Coats, we're going to have a bouncy house, flag football, basketball, hamburgers and hot dogs. And the mayor and I have partnered to sponsor a Chick-fil-A food truck. So there will be free food, Chick-fil-A in Rodney Square as well. So this is a citywide block party for the end of summer. Again, it's Tuesday, the 26th, in Rodney Square. Councilwoman Oliver will be out there giving away book bags and school supplies. So it's going to be a lot of fun for the entire city. 6 p.m. to 8 at Rodney Square. Again, that's August 26th. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Cabrera.
Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. And first day of school is around the corner, so just reminding people to be careful as our children are getting ready to go back to school, the buses, traffic, etc. I did have a couple announcements in the 1st District. The market and the activities at Haynes Park are continuing from 5 to 8 p.m. until August 31st. If you haven't been, you must go. I've been away, so I haven't made all of them, but I did make it out there, and it was just lovely to be able to buy fresh produce, cheese, and the activities that they've been doing there for the children have been amazing. Also, in the 3rd District, this Saturday, the 5th annual Millie Cannon Summer Concert is taking place from 12 noon till 7 p.m. at Brown Burton Winchester Park. This is very historical in the sense that Millie Cannon was known for her performances and deep connection to the community. She helped shape the landscape in Wilmington jazz. She was an icon who performed alongside the legendary Clifford Brown and is the sister of the famed vibraphonist Lem Winchester, for whom Brown, Burton, and Winchester Park is named. So it's very appropriate. Hope that people will come out this year. Her brother, Norman Wilkerson, will be recognized. And there's going to be great performances by Breakwater, Richard Tucker and the Universal Concept, Hannah Blunt Carter, Barbara Walker, Urban Guerrilla Orchestra, Lou Williams tribute to Frankie Beverly, and Melissa Morgan. This is a family-friendly event, so you're more than welcome to come out. Some people bring out tents, tables, chairs, picnic. There will be some vendors there, so encouraging everyone to come out and support that event. And there'll be more to announce next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Hackett. Thank you, Councilman Spadola.
Thank you, Council President. I just want to welcome the new city attorney that has joined us. Haven't had the privilege yet, but I can't promise you all the meetings are going to be as calm and docile as this moving forward, but you might have got off to an easy start, but welcome.
Thank you. We've met before. I've done council back in the era of COVID when nobody had to be in person.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, thank you. It's my first in-person meeting.
Okay.
I want to return back to Councilwoman Harley.
Oh, thank you, Mr. President. I forgot to just add that all the events for August quarterly for Saturday and Sunday are going to be starting at 12 o'clock p.m. noon, and that they are at the Riverfront Park. I just wanted to add that. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. I just want to thank everyone who joined us this evening, everyone who is in council chambers, everyone who is online. As always, you're welcome to come. Please call us if you need anything at all at our City Council office, 302-576-2140, 302-576-2140. I also want to announce that Delaware State University will be playing University of Delaware next Thursday in Newark for football. So if you can make it, I know that we do have a council meeting, but anyone out there who is able to make it, it's always a good time. Just as a reminder to the public and also to my colleagues, we do have meetings for the next 2 Thursdays. So we will be back here next Thursday at 6:30. And with that, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Everybody was overzealous.
It's been properly moved and second to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried. Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, Kristen.